It's a big world out there, we can reach it, we can. The parents' world will get there if we know how we can. Read, write, listen, speak, you can learn and understand. In parents' world you can, if you know how you can. In parents' world, in parents' world, in parents' world.
Lalaki ako. Hindi ako dapat umiiyak. Ay.
Good morning, Ingo.
Good morning, Karen.
Are you okay? Something does not feel right.
Okay? Oh, everything is okay. Everything is all right.
Are you sure you are okay?
When I heard my mother talking to my brother,
Hmm?
because something caught my attention.
Huh?
When I heard my mother talking to my brother,
Uh-huh.
because something caught my attention.
Oh, Ingo, I do not understand you. All you said were dependent clauses.
Dependent clauses? I said, when I heard mother talking to my brother, because something caught my attention. I did not say dependent clauses.
No. I meant those lines were all dependent clauses.
Dependent clauses? What are those?
Dependent clauses are only parts of a complex sentence.
Complex sentence. What is that?
A complex sentence consists of one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses.
Ah, I remember. Independent clauses. It has a subject and a predicate and can stand alone as a complete sentence. Like a simple sentence. But Karen, what I said had a subject and a predicate.
Right, Ingo. But can they stand alone as a complete sentence? Does it make sense? So what if you heard your mother talking to your brother? Why did it catch your attention? Huh? It does not express a complete thought. Dependent clauses may have a subject and a predicate, but cannot stand alone. Also, all dependent clauses start with a subordinate conjunction. For example, if you want to express time, you can use when, before, after, and since. For places, you can use where. For reason, because. For purpose, so that. And lastly, for condition, you can use if, even if, although, and as long as.
So, when I heard my mother talking to my brother, and because something caught my attention, are dependent clauses. They started with the subordinate conjunctions when and because. And you are right, Karen. They do not make sense.
Right. They did not express a complete thought. That is why I did not understand you. Now, can you tell me, in complex sentences, what you were trying to say earlier?
Well, I will try.
Okay.
I was washing breakfast dishes when I heard mother talking to my brother. They were just talking about father's job because something caught my attention. Teka, mali yata yun, ano?
You used the wrong subordinate conjunction. This dependent clause calls for one that has a function of time, like until. You cannot just use any subordinate conjunction. You have to choose the correct subordinate conjunction to express the right meaning.
Well, okay. I think what I meant was they were just talking about father's job until something caught my attention.
Okay, very good. Now, what caught your attention?
Well, I heard my mother say that we may leave barangay mapagkawang gawa.
Oh, very good, Ingo. Another complex sentence. Oh, you're learning here. What? You are leaving the barangay? Are you sure about that?
Yes. We are leaving our barangay. It is the same barangay where I was born. It is the same barangay where I grew up in. Hey, those are two complex sentences in a row.
Ingo, are you serious? You are leaving our barangay?
I am not sure, but I heard my mother say these exact words. When your father finds a place for us in the city.
Are you sure about that? Did you ask your mother about it? You may be wrong, Ingo. What you heard seems to be part of a complex sentence. But you may not have heard everything.
No. I am sure of what I heard. I do not need any explanation.
Well, how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about leaving? Nothing.
Oh, Ingo!
Is it true, Ingo? You're really leaving for the city?
When are you leaving for the city? And why?
Because father finds a place for us.
Huh? You're leaving for the city because your father finds a place for you? Ang labo.
Ingo, remember what I told you about complex sentences? What you said was another dependent clause. It does not express a complete thought. That is why they cannot understand you. You need to have an independent clause to complete it.
What I meant was, we may leave for the city after father finds a place for us.
Hey! Cheer up! Ingo may be leaving for the city, but he is still our friend. Huh? Having you in the city just means that we have a friend in the city. Huh?
That is right. Well, do not forget to write us, Ingo.
And every time you come and visit us, do not forget our pasalubong.
Oh,
And do not forget to tell us about all the places you have been to and all of the friends you have made.
and do not forget to tell your new friends about us. Tell them all about Barangay Mapagkawang Gawa.
That's right.
Oh, good. Ingo.
Because you will not miss me, although your friend is leaving.
But what are you trying to say, Ingo?
Right. Complex sentences. I need to add an independent clause so that you can understand me.
Yes.
You cannot wait to see me off. That is an independent clause. Because you will not miss me. You seem happy, although your friend is leaving. That was an independent clause also.
But Ingo, we are really going to miss you. When I asked you earlier about how you felt about leaving, you said nothing. So I thought it was completely fine with you. So when I told them about it, we thought that maybe that was how you wanted it. That things will be easier for you if we pretended that it was fine and that it was nothing.
Well, I pretended it was nothing because men should never show emotion. But I am going to miss the whole barangay.
Oh, Ingo. You should have been true about your feelings. It is okay to express your feelings. Just because you're a man, it does not mean that you cannot express it.
We will lose one of our best friends.
That is not completely okay, is it?
But Ingo, you could not possibly be leaving anytime soon.
Huh? Oh.
Mother told me she's putting up a small business with your mother.
She is?
Yes.
Maybe it is time to ask your mother about the plan of leaving for the city.
See, Ingo, what you heard was a dependent clause. It was only part of a complex sentence.
You are right. Let us go.
Oh.
Let us look for my mother.
Aling Aurora! Oh, Aurora! Hello!
Karen!
Magandang
Hello,
hapon po.
Pablo!
Magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon mga bata, Karen.
Hello.
Ano po?
Oh, bakit Ingo?
Nanay, totoo po ba naaalis na tayo papuntang lungsod?
Where did you get that information, Ingo?
I heard you and Kuya talking about it this morning.
Yes, Ingo, we may leave for the city. But we are not yet sure about that. Your father just wants to spend some time with us. It was supposed to be a surprise for you too, since you've never been to the city.
But Nanay, if I remember it correctly, you said, when Father finds a place for us in the city. I assumed that after Father finds a place for us in the city, we will be leaving our barangay for good.
Ingo, you did not hear the whole sentence. I said we are going to have that vacation when Father finds a place for us in the city.
Good.
Your father is looking for his own place. He decided that he should have his own instead of staying with his relatives. That way, if any of us visits him, we have a place to stay.
That is a good idea.
Very good.
But that is still indefinite because we do not have enough money to go there. So, you can still stay here as long as you want.
You see what happens when you do not use complex sentences?
Yes, it makes all the difference. Akala ko, iwan ko na kayong lahat eh.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, so happy to hear that. Oh, Ingo! What happened? Are you okay? What did you hear this time?
Wala. Kasi, inahiwa ako ng nanay ko ng kalahating kilo ng sibuyas.
Ha?
Ikaw ba naman maghiwa ng ganun? Hindi ka ba maluluwa?
Ay,